guys, this is Ashley and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video on YouTube and I thought I would start off by doing a book haul because I love books and I would love to be a part of BookTube, so let's get started. Alright, so I have a stack of books here, and some of them are from Book Outlet book hauls, and then other ones are gifts, and then other ones I just bought on random days. So I'll start with my Black Friday book haul. It's not that many books, it's only a few, but we'll see. So the first one I got is The Broken Hearted by Amelia Kahaney. I hope I said that right. If I butchered her name, I apologize. I saw someone on BookTube who had this in one of their book hauls, and I just thought the book was very pretty. And I don't exactly remember what it's about, but at the time I remember I got really excited about it. So when Black Friday came around, I saw it on Book Outlet and I decided to get it. So that's what I got here. The next book that I got Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. I just recently finished Fangirl by her a couple months ago, and it is amazing. I love that book. I'll get into that another time, but I loved it, and I heard that all of Rainbow Rowell's books are great, so I decided to pick up Eleanor Park because I saw it that day when I was looking through books, so there it is. The next book that I got in my Black Friday Book Outlet haul was The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. And again, I have a bad habit of buying books that I think are pretty. So I just thought this book was absolutely gorgeous, and I've seen a lot of people pick it up on BookTube, and I've heard great things about it. It's about a girl who's a dream walker in this dystopian era, and it's apparently illegal, and that's about all I know. But it's a beautiful, beautiful book, and I can't believe I got it for such a great deal on Book Outlet, and I'm so excited to get started with this one, so hopefully I'll start it soon. The next couple of books that I got, they're all gifts that I got on Christmas from my family. And the first one, I was looking everywhere for this thing, like everywhere, and I was getting so upset because I couldn't find it. And then I finally saw it somewhere, and it was ridiculously expensive, like ridiculous. I could not believe it, and I was like, I'm not buying this. I don't want to buy this. I don't want to pay for this. I was so upset. But my dad is awesome, and he ended up getting it for me, and that is the Avengers vs. X-Men comic book by Marvel. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's really thick. It's thicker than I thought it was going to be. My brother's really into comic books, and he told me this was a really good one, and I told him I was trying to get started with some, and he said this was a good one to pick up, so I picked this one up, and I love it. I love Marvel, and I know I say that while I'm wearing a Batman shirt and a Batman hat. Just to let you guys know, Batman is my very, very, very most favorite. That was horrible grammar, but he's my most favorite superhero out there. But I also love, love, love Marvel, and I cannot wait to read this one. So the next thing I got was from my brother, and when I asked for it, he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. And I was like, it's a book. And just to let everybody know, if anybody knows me out there, they know I love Cassandra Clare books. They're in my top favorites, definitely. So I asked for this one for my brother, and he got it for me, and that is The Bane Chronicles. And I just think this book is gorgeous. I love Magnus Bane. He's one of my favorites. I love the fact that he is in the Infernal Devices and the Mortal Instruments, and I can't wait to read this whole book just about him and his stories, and I'm so excited, and I love it. It's so pretty. So I can't wait to get started on this. Alright, the next two books that I got, my mom and I actually went shopping together on Black Friday, and we ended up at Half Price Books. And we decided to buy the books for each other and then open them on Christmas. And so the first book that I got from my mom is The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima. I'm not exactly sure what this book is about. I think I just ended up seeing it that day and thought it was interesting. I know it's a whole series. I think there's about 6 books in the series. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But it just looks really exciting, and I love fantasy books and sci-fi books and series and all of that mixed together, and this one just seemed pretty interesting, so I picked it up, and I can't wait to get started on this series. And then next book, like I said before, I have a habit of buying books that I think are pretty. And I know nothing about them, I just think they're really pretty. And this one, I've been seeing a lot of people on BookTube with it. I've seen it either on their shelves or in their hauls, or some talk about it. And I decided I needed to pick it up, and I saw it on Black Friday, so I was like, why not? And that is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I just think this book is so pretty. I honestly could not tell you anything about that, and I know that is probably horrible. I don't know anything about this book. I just know it is gorgeous and beautiful. It's a trilogy, and I just can't wait to get started. So I do know what it's about, and I'll probably love it even more, but it's a beautiful book. So the next couple of books I got, they were just from some certain days. I just felt like going to the bookstore. Some days I get in slumps and I'm just like, I should go book shopping in. So I went to Half Price Books one day, and the first book that I got is Graceling by Kristin Cashore. I hope I said her name right. If I didn't, I do apologize. This one, again, I don't really know much about it. I've seen it on BookTube before, and I saw it in the store, and I thought it was really pretty. And I'm not usually a fan of paperbacks, but for some reason this one just caught my eye, and I just thought it was pretty and felt like it would be easy to read, and I don't know. It caught my eye, so it was one of those books that I couldn't keep my eye off of it, so I had to pick it up, and hopefully I'll get started on this one soon too. The next two books that I got were from another day. I decided to go shopping at the bookstore because I was just having one of those days. So I ended up at Barnes & Noble, and the first book that I got from Barnes & Noble was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this. Literally everybody I've seen on BookTube have been raving about this series, like absolutely raving. They say it's amazing, and I've started it already. I'm only a few pages in, but I love this book so far. This chick is a badass. I love her. I love this cover. It's beautiful. I was really hoping to find it in hardcover. They didn't have this one. This is the only book they had at Barnes & Noble in the series that wasn't hardcover, but I guess it's because it's the oldest one out and it's in paperback now. But I still love it, and it's just beautiful. I love this cover. I actually like it better than that original cover they had with the other girl on it. But I'm just really excited about this one, and I can't wait to finish it so I can get on to the next book. Also at Barnes & Noble, I found this book, and I could not stop looking at it. It kept catching my eye, and it wasn't even on one of my TBR lists. I hadn't even thought about the book, but I saw it, and I just couldn't pass it up, and that is Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, and it's in the leatherback. I hope I'm saying that right. I might be saying that wrong. I do apologize if I am, but it's just beautiful. This is probably the most beautiful book I've ever bought. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the front cover of it. I love that it's gold, and I love the letters and this picture of Rapunzel on the front. And then this is the spine, this is the back, and then the pages have that gold trim on it. It's just beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful book. I cannot wait to start reading this. I know this one is just a whole bunch of different fairy tales, so it probably won't be like just a sit-down book that you read all the way through. But I'll probably just do like one story a night kind of thing or something like that. But it's just beautiful, and I just couldn't pass it up. I just couldn't. A stack of books I got from Book Outlet, and it was when they were having their boxing sale, and so I decided to pick up some books from there. Now again, like I said before, the Shadow and Bone series, or trilogy, sorry I keep saying series, the trilogy, I honestly didn't know anything about it, but I just thought the covers were absolutely gorgeous, and because of that I ended up buying Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. So I now have the complete trilogy, and I just think these covers are so amazing. I mean, look at them. They're pretty, and I love the little dragon on top and the building. I don't know, is this based in Russia? These look like Russian buildings, so I'm not sure. But now I have the whole trilogy, so when I start Shadow and Bone, I can go all the way through, and I'm so excited. I need to know what's going on in these books, so I can't wait to start these. The last book, so I recently just finished City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. I don't know why, it just took me forever to read that one, and I just finished it. But because it was book 5, I needed to get book 6. I needed to finish this series. I have to know what's happening. happening. I need to know how Cassandra Clare ends this, and I've heard it's amazing, so I ended up getting City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This is a hunk of a book. I mean, I guess she was just like, I gotta put everything I can into this last book, so she did. And it is a hunk of a book. I mean, look at it. But you know what? I'm gonna read it, and it's beautiful, and I love it, and this is probably one of my favorite series I've ever read, and I just need to be complete. I need to know what's gonna happen, so I picked it up, and I can't wait to start it. Since I did start Throne of Glass, I'm gonna put that one off to the side first, so I can end up finishing this series first, just because I need closure, and then I'll go back, but I can't wait to finish it. I'm hoping I can read it within like a couple of days and just get it out the way. But I'm so excited to read it. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, so that is the end of my very first book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!